Okay, so as I told you, we will be applying this both these expressions into our one of the equations which we have already seen. What was that expression? 1 to n e raised to minus beta h 1 prime to n prime bracket is equal to sum over e raised to minus beta e psi e 1 to n into psi star e 1 prime to n prime. So we are going to apply the values of psi over there. But while applying, what we will play a trick that for psi k we will use this one, and for psi star we will take the psi star of this second expression. So right, these two expressions are similar expressions or the same kind of expressions. Only thing is that we have done permutation for different set of variables, one for the coordinates, another for the wave vector. So for psi k we will take this first expression, and for psi k star, instead of taking the psi k star of this first one, I will take the psi k star of this one. So that's what I am going to do now, right? So substituting for the psi and the psi star, I can write now 1 up to n e raised to minus beta h 1 prime up to n prime bracket is equal to n factorial raised to minus 1, because I have now n factorial raised to minus half into n factorial raised to minus half corresponding to this, so it is minus 1 into sum over k e raised to minus beta h cut squared k squared by 2m into sum over p delta p uk1 p1 up to ukn pn. Right? So we have applied for value of psi over there, and now we will apply for psi star by taking this second expression over there, which is written as sum over p delta p u of pk1 star 1 prime into u pkn star n prime. That's it. Okay. Now what we will do is that in order to so as to make the derivation more simpler, we will take only those permutations for which pk1 is equal to k1. To make simpler, we take only those permutations for which pk1 is equal to k1 up to pkn is equal to n. Correspondingly, which means that this kind of situation will give me for those parameters. What does that mean by pk1 is equal to k1? Means that the p will always be some kind of an even digit, right? So which means that this for this situation, corresponding to this situation, I have delta p equal to 1. So this is the, I'm going to apply this for this second and second term over here. Okay. So while doing that, I will get something like this. 1 up to n e raised to minus beta h 1 prime up to n prime is equal to, I'll write in the next line, n factorial raised to minus 1 e raised to minus beta h cut squared by 2m into k1 squared plus to kn squared into sum over p delta p uk1 p1. I have not neglected the delta p for this first term. Okay, so that's why I am allowed to continue with the delta p's for the first term. So uk1 p1 into uk1 star, not p, the 1. Right, okay. So I am making a combination over here. First I did the permutation. I am now making a combination of these two. I am taking the first term over here and the first term in this term. So these two terms I am taking and multiplying over here. That means I have to write 1 prime. Right? That continues, and then the last term I can write it as ukn en, last term of this one, which is ukn star, because I am neglecting the p for the k, so this one n prime. Okay, so that is it. So the bracket 1 to n e raised to minus beta h 1 prime to n prime is equal to n factorial raised to minus 1 e raised to minus beta h cut squared by 2m into two functions. No, not two functions, one single function with different set of terms. Now, similar to what we have done for the single particle situation, we have to do something over here also. There we have imagined that the volume of the particle is negligible compared to the volume of the box. So if we make an assumption of that kind over here also, we can convert from the summation regime to integral. And I have in that video I have told you about how do we make that transition. We are converting ourselves into a density of states concept, and we have to make that conversion. Okay, so doing that kind of transition, I can write down this expression as equal to 1 by n factorial 2 pi raised to 3n sum over p integral exponential minus beta h cut squared to h cut squared by 2m plus ik1 p1 minus 1 prime right, and then integral exponential for the last term now, right, exponential minus beta h cut squared k squared by kn squared by 2m plus ikn to pn minus n prime sorry that I couldn't into right, yeah, of course I need to introduce the d cube k1 over here and d cube k n over here, and the curly bracket finish over here. So this is, there is d cube kn over here and the curly bracket finishes over there, right. Yeah, the rest part we will do in the next video.